Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Reese.
Ready for some juicy bits?
No, wait.
Canadian politics is boring, juicy bits.
Canadian politics is boring, juicy bits.
There we go.
Surprise ASMR.
Hey, everyone likes to be surprised by ASMR. I don't, but Jesse, I got some big news for you.
All right, give me.
How would you like $1,000?
Yes, please.
Okay,
that was easy.
I can give you $1,000, but here's the deal.
Oh, there's a deal.
I'll show you how you can get $1,000 now. So all you've got to do is submit your idea to improve the Nova Scotia healthcare system, and the government, if you come up with one of the top 20 best ideas to make the healthcare system better, the government will pay you $1,000.
You've got to be shitting me.
Nope, they just announced it this week. So
you're fucking kidding me.
This
is a thing.
Sorry, there's not 20. There's 50 prizes worth $1,000. So the Nova Scotia government is keen to improve the province's ailing health sector and is offering 50 prizes of $1,000 to healthcare workers who have ideas for improving the system. So basically, they've gone, hey, I know you elected us for our ideas to improve the healthcare system. We've kind of run out. So we're offering $1,000 cash prize for anyone.
Well, there's no fucking doctors, man. There are no doctors, and doctors don't want to come to Nova Scotia. It's a shithole.
Do you know what I would do? Just give 50 grand to a doctor to convince them to come here. And then you've got one more. That's a good idea.
You got one more doctor.
I'm going to submit that idea. Other ideas. I don't know. Maybe get surgeons to just operate on multiple people at the same time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
They just work the room and go around like you work in a fast food restaurant.
Like a buffet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just a moving conveyor belt. Like Henry Ford, he did the moving conveyor belt, revolutionary. Just having a moving conveyor belt of people who've been cut open and you fix them and then the next one comes along.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You just need to industrialize medicine.
Yep. No, that's perfect. I did say there was an improvement that happened sometime in the past 10 years, where if you had they introduced minor emergency instead of like the emergency room where everything was triaged, which is important because if you go in with a heart attack, they need to see you first above everyone else, right? But that meant that if you had like a broken finger, you were waiting for 20 fucking hours.
Yeah, because more serious stuff would just constantly come in and
come in. Yeah. So now they come in and they see like, oh, we're gonna put you over in minor emergency, and that was for minor emergency, and it worked great. It was awesome. You only waited a small amount of time. So that was an improvement. I'll give you that.
The other thing is all family doctors. I got a family doctor. It took about 2 years for us to get a family doctor. But our family doctor is from the UK, and they came over here because it's way better to be a doctor here than there is in the UK. So there's plenty of other countries that'll quite happily come over here and you can recruit doctors from.
Yeah, but from what I understand, there's like a huge onboarding process if you've got medical education in another country. And
so the problem is they just need to change those rules and go, well, do you know what? Those doctors in other countries, they're not fucking it up all the time.
Right.
Maybe if they come to Canada, they could do just as good a job.
I mean, like, I get it. I get it. I understand the desire to have a uniformed body of educated doctors in one country and having other doctors from other countries come in. You want them to be on board with whatever your other doctors know here. That makes sense. Yeah. I get that. But from what I've heard, it's like beyond ridiculous.
And also, if you wanted to, you got to accept that you'll get less doctors. And you've got to wait a lot longer for more doctors. So anyway, the government's been given a lot of criticism, basically saying, have you run out of ideas? It kind of feels more like a PR gimmick. I don't know what'll come out of those ideas, and
it does feel like a PR gimmick, doesn't it?
I don't know why they can't just go and talk to healthcare workers without having to do this PR gimmick. Why can't they just go, well, we've been quietly talking to a lot of people working on the front lines. we're going to take the time to go and interview lots of people and learn from them. They might just give us good ideas without needing
They're
to
fucking
announce.
stupid. I don't know if you've noticed this about our government. Okay, this is they're not great at their jobs. Okay,
They're not. And the thing is, a lot of them don't have experience doing other stuff too. So,
oh
you know.
god.
Although I can't remember the name of one of the ministers. She was a provincial trade minister. I should find her name, but she gave a speech at the business awards I was at the other day, and she gave a really good speech. It was really emotional about immigration and the impact it's having on Nova Scotia. So, you know,
Wow.
she seemed very intelligent, very smart. So, I mean, there are people who are impressive in the government, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on yet. Usually they get frustrated and they leave quickly.
Right.
So, like,
Well, this is an exciting.
I want some listeners to send us speak pipe ideas for how they can improve the medical system.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, why us? We'll just steal them and get $1,000.
Jesse can have his $1,000 then.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was we are helping one of our listeners, a guy called Logan, who this is the situation we're in. So Logan is a patron, which means he pays monthly, was it like $7.50 to support us on Patreon and receive bonus episodes. But Logan at the same time is currently homeless. He's living in his car, which I kind of feel bad about, but I don't know how to give him a refund without actually kicking him off the platform. So I don't know how we work that. But Logan's incredible because Logan is his whole life he's been an incredibly talented golfer. He keeps sending me examples of his amazing golfing abilities, and he's got a hell of a life story. And he is basically, you know, he lives in his car, but he's putting all of his money into his golf career. He's in his 20s. He's got a dream, and he's just going for it. So we're trying to help Logan with a GoFundMe because he's looking to just fund his golfing for the next season to make sure that he's able to live and everything else on top of. He just wants to compete and prove himself on the the golf field course, the range.
Yeah.
So
we're professionals.
Yeah. So
we know what we're talking about.
His GoFundMe is called "Donate to Help Me Continue to Play Pro Golf," and we'll put the link on our social media and in the show notes of this episode too. So if you want to support someone who is determined to use their talent to rise out of a shitty situation in life. He's got an awesome attitude, and if you want to help him help himself, then go and support Logan with his dream of playing professional golf. We've sponsored him. He's agreed to put our logo on his golf bag,
which is pretty cool.
I know.
We've never done that. We're making the rounds. First, we tattoo someone's leg with our logo. Next is a golf bag. We're just like, let's keep going. What else we got?
There's no consistency to it. There's no real plan. We just hop from one thing to another thing, to be honest. But anyway, Jesse, do you play golf?
No, although I have a you ever see Happy Gilmore?
Yes.
I have a Happy Gilmore talent. Apparently.
Well, you just like smack the ball really hard.
Well, yeah, but like really hard. So like I don't play it, but like years ago, a friend took us all out to the range, driving range, and I don't know what I was doing. I was never taught, and so I just would smack the ball. And there's like markers for like, you know, however many yards, 500 yards, 600 yards, 700 yards, 800 yards, or whatever. And I'd just crack the ball, and it would sail past all the markers and then past the range and then into the woods beyond every time. I had no aim. I couldn't send it anywhere in particular.
Generally in one direction. So you're kind of like the atomic bomb of golfing.
Yeah. So that's my skill with golf. I can get it out there, but I don't know where it's going. How about you?
I love mini golf. But that's it. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to be ready for big boy golf on the outside courts. If it's me,
that's what it's called, actually.
Big boy golf. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like windmills. There's a nice glow in the dark kind of called patinage in Bayers Lake near me.
That's great.
Love to go there. But I've been to driving ranges. I went to a driving range when I was drunk once in Exeter, England, with my friend, and we got drunk and we just smashed balls. And I think I snapped a golf club because I just swung at the ground while I was trying to hit a ball. That was fun. And then I got a friend who actually got banned for life from a golf club because he managed to flip a golf buggy and was trapped underneath it.
Holy shit!
I think he was drunk too.
I can beat both of those stories.
Okay.
With a drunken youth golf story as well. Me and some friends who will remain nameless many, many, many years ago.
Except for you.
Except for me. Yeah. No police officers listening. We went to a golf field and at night we broke in. There's no fences. We just kind of walked in and broke it, and we'd wander the fields and we'd dig up golf balls that were pushed into the ground, into the turf by the tires of the machines that would come and collect all the golf balls. And so there's lots of golf balls that were just pushed into the dirt, and we managed to get like a giant bag of them. And then we drove down to the harbor, and we dosed the balls with kerosene, lit them on fire, and hit them at the boats in the harbor.
Nice.
Yep. It was amazing.
What a troubled youth you had.
You don't even know the half of
it. I grew up near a golf course. And also there was... So as kids, you find value in weird shit like golf balls, for instance. Like, imagine going up for a walk up through the golf course and finding like is it titless? Whatever it's called.
Titless, yes. Titless.
Titless.
No tits here.
The world's top golf ball, known as the Titless. That's why it goes so fast.
How's that car driving so quickly? No tits. Exactly. Oh, right, yeah, that's what it is.
They're like those slow golf balls with tits all over them. But anyway, so as kids, we obviously a group of kids who are like 10, 11 years old. You're not allowed to just run across a golf course stealing balls. And I
don't think that's a rule just for kids.
Well, kids.
I think that's like for everybody.
I remember like there would be like we'd go and we'd see if we could find some golf balls, and we'd come back with a bag of golf balls and feel like, I don't know, like we were some kind of like Sopranos selling golf balls to people. Then want to buy a bag of, hey mister, do you want to buy a bag of golf balls?
They're full of tits.
And then it's full of no tits. And then some people would take it. Some kids would take it to the extreme. They'd strip their clothes off and like swim in the ponds to get the ones from the bottom.
Wow.
And there was like a groundskeeper who used to chase people away. And
like how expensive were fucking golf balls to the point where this was a steal? Is this
they weren't expensive, but we were bored. So, I mean, it was either that or do drugs, steal golf balls. I think we went for the more wholesome choice: golf ball theft.
Golf ball theft versus crack.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Could have been worse. I did actually. When you said about being drunk as well, I remember I used to go to a campsite in Cornwall, and they had a mini golf course and they had like a pirate themed one. And I remember once we were drunk and we came back and we thought it'd be a good idea to break in and climb and ride the pirate ship. And I think I had like the 13th hole sign for about 10 years in my bedroom after that.
Oh, that's cool.
Again, golf. I don't know what it is about stealing from golf places that seems to be a recurring theme.
I know, right? People love doing it.
Sorry. I can't remember the name of the campsite. I owe you a
Titless.
Well, hopefully we'll get Logan a Titless sponsorship as well. So, one of the many brand partners that has supported him. So anyway, ignore us, support Logan because he lives in Alberta. He's awesome. He's got a hell of a life story and he's following his dream. I don't know how we got so sidetracked from that.
We had three. We talked about three separate things during this juicy bit. So it was first of the how do you make $1,000 by helping the government do their own job, figuring out better healthcare. Secondly, support Logan on his course to becoming the world's greatest golfer. And third, Steal from golf courses, everybody. They're fun. It's fun to do.
Set things on fire and hit them at other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions for making the Nova Scotia health care system better?
Me?
Yeah.
I already said, like the Henry Ford style production line for surgeons.
Oh, you were serious.
One to slice them open, one to slice the next layer open, one to look at it and go, one to pull the thing out, one to put the other thing in, one to sew them up. And you just do the...
I want the job where I just stand there and go, I'd be great at that.
Yeah. This looks a bit yellow. Let's take it out. I mean, that's why I just think people need to industrialize their process, and it'll be fine then.
Yep, I like that a lot. That's great.
And if, and then if you the thing with production lines though is that you do tend to get a lot more defects. So
my suggestion is to make Nova Scotia not a shit place to live. Although I don't think you can do that with $50,000. But
yeah. I think it's a cynical PR campaign. So when it comes back around, they can go, well, we listened.
We listened.
We offered money to people's wonderful ideas. It's just that's where it seems like to me. Whereas you could just talk to those people because they work for you. You don't
want. It's so stupid. Like, ask professionals. Don't ask the general public to do the job of a professional. Okay, we've got opinions, but we don't know what we're talking about. We don't. You know, if you ask the opinions of the public, you get shit like Bodie McBoatface. Okay, which is amazing, but you've heard of that.
They overruled. They didn't call it that.
I know, which is so much more infuriating.
Hey, we're all about democracy. Let's let you vote what you want. No, dictatorship. You're not having that name.
Like a province called Bob.
That's the thing. That's why we'll never really have full democracy, because if you're in power, people like to do things for stupid reasons as well. People will just prank you and that kind of thing. So it's one last thing. Let's jump on to it. This is a very long, juicy bit. So you remember Justin Trudeau promised that when he was elected, he was going to change the voting system. So there's no more first past the post.
Yes, I do.
There was a chart and it showed that if he right now, he could actually still do that with the work of the NDP, and the NDP want that. And right now, it looks like he's going to get totally smashed by the Conservatives in an election which is first past the post. If he wanted to, he could actually do that electoral reform now as he's leaving, which would totally transform how the elections are done, and would mean that the Conservatives would not be able to get a majority and take power. They'd have to form a coalition.
Oh, wow.
So if he wanted to, if it looks that bad for him, he could play that little ace up his sleeve, finally do the electoral reform after that he promised 8 years ago, and then at the same time totally stop Pierre Poilievre from being able to have a majority government.
Well, Justin, we know you're listening.
He always listens. He sends me emails all the time. I never reply. Don't like him, but
I get dick pics from him. I don't like it. I just ignore it. Yeah.
He keeps pinging me his location. I don't know why.
With just a text saying, "It's Nacho Tuesday. Come on,
Nacho Tuesday." Yeah. And then a picture of an empty seat, and he's like, "I saved this for you." But anyway, I just thought that was quite interesting. I don't think he'll do it because it'll be hard for the Liberals to win power again. But if he really wanted to fuck Poilievre over,
you don't have to use over.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so in conclusion, go and support Logan on GoFundMe. The link will be in the show notes, or it'll be on our links on social media. Donate to help me continue playing golf, pro golf at GoFundMe. And go and read his story. Go and read. He's spent a lot of time writing out his life story and where he's at, and his kind of an experience in life that has led to kind of where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Go and read it. Help him out. Be a part of his success story, and let's help him be the new Tiger Woods, but without all the sex.
That's gonna be his new slogan.
Unless that's what he wants.
I'm the new Tiger Woods, but without all the sex.
Yeah. So yeah, bye everyone.
Bye everyone.
Canadian politics is boring, juicy bits.
Canadian
That was
fun. That was funny. The recording. It's like,